the last episode, a loose hose caused problems.
We were in danger of sinking?
Well, the boat's filling with water, yeah.
We went through Hell's Gate and just made it into Darien, Georgia after dark. In this episode, we reach St. Mary's, Georgia, where we have the boat hauled to work on her, and we make a difficult decision.
We don't even know if we're keeping the boat, but I want to add some gold curly bits. Needs to be done.
We'd just made it into a narrow slip in the dark the night before.
So the challenge is we have to back the boat out in between these two boats. And she's fat and has a square stern and does not go backwards at all well. So we're going to have to figure something else out. Well, with the help of 4 wonderful people on the docks that helped us tow it backwards alongside Rhythm Girl behind us, we got out of there by the skin of our teeth, but without smacking into anyone's boat. So a little nerve-wracking, but we did it.
So from Darien, we had 3 days to travel to St. Simon's Island, Jekyll Island, and then end at St. Mary's.
So we've made it to the Morningstar Marina in St. Simon's Island in Georgia. And look who's behind us. The Lynx, which we last saw in Annapolis. So for the last couple of months we've been stuck in mud. We went through the Dismal Swamp, the Alligator River. I broke my foot. The Lynx cruised down the coast. Took them a couple of days. But we had the adventure.
The next morning we had a strong crosswind.
We've undone every single other line except this. This will keep us from floating away.
Okay. So Mama's going to undo that.
Take your place.
If you want to be on the steps here, you can probably...
Okay, Arthur, you better be ready.
Okay.
Go.
Alrighty, letting it go.
That's pulling us out. We saw the Lynx in a different one of our episodes. I feel we're about to get ambushed.
But we didn't get ambushed. We just had a pleasant cruise down to Jekyll Island.
This is our last day of travel to get down to St. Mary's Boatyard, where we're going to have the salty spray hauled and finally get her mast repaired and maybe fix a few other things while we're there. So one more day of travel, and who knows what's going to happen after that, because we really don't know. But at least we have one more day of traveling, and I'm looking forward to it. But it also feels kind of like an end point.
It does. I was looking out this morning and being like, you know, this is the last little bit. Not like this is the last little bit, and then we'll like it definitely felt like, oh no, this is the end. I don't know. Robert's been done for a while.
Yeah.
But I think also Robert's done with social distancing and not having friends,
Yes, and
that doesn't change when they get off the boat. I think they're just done with COVID, and who isn't?
Yeah.
And I'm feeling done, but I think I'm done with being cold, and I'm done with long walks to bathrooms.
Yeah. But maybe if we get the mast fixed and we see how we feel, if we can actually sail her, we may want to go on.
Absolutely.
Keep going.
Yeah, I know. We'll see.
We'll see. 4 days she'll go down. All hands to the pumps for boys. Push the capstan around. With 5 days out from any land and 4 days till we drown.
In case you ever wondered what pirates eat while they're at anchor, it's fondue.
We spent the night anchored. Now it's time to haul it up. Way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises early in the morning. Yeah, I'm not fit for this. Okay, I'm done.
Stuck! Stuck!
But hopefully that may have broken it free.
With the anchor away, we took it into the boat lift at St. Mary's Boatyard.
We're about to be lifted up.
And once we were on the hard, we could finally have our masts pulled and see what was going on with the mast step.
It's all wet in there. That's where it's broken.
The mast step turned out to be in even worse shape than we thought, so we went to stay in a hotel for a while it could be repaired.
That guy on the roof was using a spray gun, and the top of the ladder was red because they're painting the top of the roof red. Just a little funny thing.
But even in a hotel, we managed to keep up with Robert's schoolwork.
It's actually working. You can see gradually growing.
Why is this working?
I have no idea.
It's
Yeah.
physics.
It's physics.
Well, we've already seen it. Oh no! Shoot!
So what was that a demonstration of? Gravity.
Delicious physics.
Yep.
Repairing the mast step was beyond my abilities, but I found other projects that I could do.
We don't even know if we're keeping the boat, but I want to add some gold curly bits. Needs to be done. I said we'd be adding gold curly bits. We're getting there. I got these off of eBay. They were originally on a harp and they're carved walnut. I like them.
So while I did the set decoration, the real work was done by Ron Anderson.
Compression post will be blocked up at the keel. The plate will be blocked up the same height at the deck. And these connections will be made between this.
There's a seafaring tradition. You always put a coin at the bottom of the mast, underneath the mast step here. 1975 Canadian $50, I think. That was put there when the ship was first built. We're definitely leaving it there.
I'm going to put a piece of cloth all the way out to here. And then I'll put the new piece of wood on top of that.
All hands to the pumps for boys. Push the capstan around. With 5 days out from any land and 4 days till we drown. 4 days out from Royal Town. Bosun, let us know. You can save your lives if you're never slow. We're in this together, boys, all heave ho. While I smoke my pipe in my bunk below. There's 3 days till we drown. All hands to the pumps for boys. Push the capstan around. We're 4 days out from any land and 3 days till we drown. 3 days out from Royal Town. First mate let it slip. I got no business with a whip. I never ran another ship. I spent 1 day on a ferry trip. There's 2 more till we drown.
Well, we made it to St. Mary's, Georgia. The boat is repaired. It's ready to go, but we are going to sell it.
We don't have any regrets. We had an adventure.
We started in Lake Ontario, and we went down to Georgia, and that was like 2,000 miles.
Yeah.
That was a lot of miles.
Yeah, and we did that. Like, we did all that. We did something that we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know if we could do what we did, and we learned a lot, and it turns out we can do it.
If we hadn't gone on this adventure, we would have just been stuck in the house.
We always thought we wanted to do this, so we did it, and It was in many ways exactly what we thought it would be, and some not at all. But it was totally worth finding out about ourselves, right? We are the type who will always choose adventure, because when the option was to take the safe route, we took the dismal swamp.
Yeah, in spite of breaking my foot, in spite of the rain and the terrible gale. It was worth doing. It was exciting.
And like, my gosh, some of those views.
Yeah.
Some of those views.
I regret that we didn't dress as pirates as much as we thought we would.
Well, we did dress as pirates a little bit.
Yeah. However, even in the beginning when we were considering it, I did have some second thoughts back then.
So, a year ago when we first decided to do this, we went through our costume closet, because theatre people have a costume closet, and we picked out our outfits. We spent a whole day dressing as pirates, deciding whether to be ragged or fancy, and thinking these are appropriate boat shoes. And that night, there was a huge thunderstorm. Well, I can't sleep with all this going on, and it's making me think that all of our costumes, none of them are waterproof. They look great for plays, but they're not practical. And if you read Cradle of the Deep or 14 Years a Sailor, and what's actually like, that book should have been called 14 Years Wet and Bloody Miserable. We may have to think this through a bit. So we didn't get to dress as pirates, and that was probably for the best. But the things we did get to do, the things we did see, and the experiences we had, they were all worth it.
Even up and away we'll go along the paths of Mexico.
Means while everybody else is out here getting seasick, we're doing okay.
All hands to the pumps for boys, push the capstan around. With 5 days out from any land and 4 days till we drown. 4 days out from Royal Town. Bosun, let us know. You can save your lives if you're never slow. We're in this together, boys, all heave ho. While I smoke my pipe in my bunk below, there's 3 days till we drown. All hands to the pumps for boys, push the capstan around. We're 4 days out from any land and 3 days till we drown. 3 days out from Royal Town.
Found a lovely couple, one of whom works on a tourist pirate ship already. They love it. We know she's going to be in good hands. And I need to get back to land and back to writing. So that's what I'm going to do. So from all three of us and the Salty Spray, thank you so much for watching A Pirate's Life for 3. And we'll always have the ocean. Well, it ends as it began, in a car jam-packed full of stuff and driving across country again. Goodbye, Salty.
We were 5 days out from Royal Town. The captain told the crew, "You fought the Spanish bold and true, but a broadside ball has stove us through. We're one and all for the briny blue, 'cause in 4 days she'll go down." All hands to the pumps for boys, push the capstan around. We're 5 days out from any land and 4 days till we drown. 4 days out from Royal Town. Bosun, let us know. You can save your lives if you're never slow. We're in this together, boys, all heave ho. While I smoke my pipe in my bunk below, there's 3 days till we drown. All hands to the pumps for boys, push the capstan around. We're 4 days out from any land and 3 days till we drown. 3 days out from Royal Town. First mate let it slip. I got no business with a whip. I never ran another ship. I spent 1 day on a ferry trip. There's 2 more till we drown. All hands to the pumps for boys, push the capstan around. We're 3 days out from any land and 2 days till we drown. 2 days left to pump it round. The began to yell, I'll sail me kettle just as well. She's big as a boat and sound as a bell, but it's lime juice one small tell. There's one day till we drown. All hands to the pumps and boys, push the capstan round. There's 2 days out from any land, and one day till we drown. Our last full day of pumping round, we had Royal Town in sight. We pushed her hard with all our might. Our ship went down by the harbour light. We're dead and drowned, but it's alright. There's no more pumping now. 4 whole days at the pumps for boys, a lie I'd never tell. We pumped for 4 days straight, my boys. We neither slept nor ate, my boys. Bound for heaven's gate, my boys, 'cause we pumped our way through hell.